The Absa Cape Epic, the Untamed African mountain bike race, sees 600 teams of 2 tackle 658 kilometers across challenging terrain, climbing a total of 13,530 meters before reaching the finish line at Vaude for the grand finale. On stage 1, with a distance of 110 kilometers and 1,900 meters of climbing, the riders will be confronted with a steep and rocky tuck-up climb before hitting the Land Rover Technical Terrain of the Skin and Bones descent and the 14-kilometer slog of scaled Grotts climb. On the start line in the men's category, Rohrbach and Geismayr of Team Centurion Vaude. As the gun goes for the first stage of the 15th Absa Cape Epic, they lead the pack out of the grounds of the Arabella wine estate to head off into the rugged terrain of the Breda River Valley around Robertson. 10 minutes later is the separate start for the world's top female mountain bikers, with Denmark's Annika Langfeld and Epic rookie Kate Courtney from the US in the orange leaders jerseys of the women's category, leading the rest of the pack out onto stage 1. In the early part of the men's race, all the main contenders are still together on the front of the bunch as the hills loom. They wind through the rocky and dusty terrain on the way to Con's single track and are soon making their way down the rocky and rutted single trail descent. After passing through the McGregor water point, stage leaders Henrique, Avancini and Manuel Fumic start to tackle the biggest challenge of the day, the brutally steep and rocky tuck-up climb. As Brazil's Avancini makes the pace, he creates a gap between himself, his partner Fumic and the rest of the chasing pack. Shortly before the peak of the tuck-up climb, Fumic joins his teammate Avancini again, with Jaroslav, Kulhavy and Grotts of Team Investec Songo specialised in hot pursuit. Avancini leads the Cannondale team down the Land Rover Technical Terrain of the Skin and Bones descent, and it's a fast and furious race. As they approach the long Scalekrans climb, Fumic and Avancini ride together with Kulhavy and Grotts, and it's an intense battle between the two teams at the front of the field, with both clearly intent on winning this stage. In third place, Team Trek's LSM Marco 2 with Fabian Rabensteiner and Michele Casagrande can't keep up with the two leading teams, and even further back, defending champion Matthias Sternemann is clearly struggling and needs the support of his teammate, reigning Olympic and world champion Nino Schurter. The two leading teams now begin the long and super quick descent of Scalekrans, and as they advance towards the Arabella wine estate, none of them manage to make the decisive move. Powering towards the finish, Fumic and Avancini edge to victory in a dramatic sprint finish, only 1 second ahead of Kulhavy and Grotts. In third place, Rabensteiner and Casagrande, but the winners of the day and the new overall leaders are Manuel Fumic and Henrique Avancini. However, for the defending champions, Nino Schurter and Matthias Sternemann, the race is over after Sternemann has to give up with a stomach infection shortly after arriving at the finish of stage 1. In the women's race, prologue winners Annika Langfeld and Kate Courtney of Team Investec Songo Specialized dominate the race right from the start, and despite a puncture, they managed to maintain their lead and arrive at the finish line at Arabella Wine Estate 52 seconds ahead of Ariane Luthi and Gitterby Hills of Team Spur in second. Third goes to Mariska Strauss of South Africa and Annie Last of Britain, whilst Langfeld and Courtney maintain their overall lead. The race is over for defending champion Esther Sus. Her partner Angelika Tazrita had to give up with a shoulder injury.